everybody. Let me hit my YouTube. And some to reboot. Don't know what's going on with the system. Give me just a moment. All right, there we go. Let's see what's going on. Why am I getting this? Excuse me. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not sure what's going on with my YouTube channel. All right, here we go. Finally. All right. All right, good morning. Hopefully everyone is having a good morning. Waiting for everything to catch up here with my YouTube channel. There we go. It's freezing up, coming in and out, things like that. But hopefully it'll get itself right here on YouTube. But anyway, which is another good reason. My internet has been acting kind of funny since yesterday. So we're not going to have the load board report this one. Well, I'm going to do a quick load board report and give you all a look at what's going on with in your neck of the woods when it comes to load count. But I'm not going to do any load searches because I've got to finish our lease, our Easy Lease website. I'm in the process of trying to get that finished because this is very important that we get this out and get it brought to the industry, the Easy Lease program. For those of you who don't know what Easy Lease is, I am rebranding my dispatch firm, RBBS Transport LLC, and I am rebranding it and adding what's called a Easy Lease. Easy Lease is a hybrid between traditional commercial truck leasing and commercial truck rentals. Okay, it doesn't have all the fees that are associated with a commercial truck lease, but it doesn't have the high rental rates that are associated with commercial truck renting. So it's kind of like an in between that. Is actually less than regular commercial truck leasing when you look at all of the hidden fees that are included in the commercial truck leasing. And it's actually less than commercial truck rental because it has lower rates than the daily rental rate that you have for a commercial truck, which is between $300 and $500 per day, depending on if you get it with or without a trailer. So it's almost $3,500, $4,000 per week when you look at renting a commercial truck. Some as high as $5,000 a week. On commercial truck leasing, the traditional way, you actually are spending, I know they say that your lease is $750, $800 per week, $850 per week or something like that. But in actuality, if you are going out and picking up and running loads, you're actually spending close to $3,500 almost $3,900 per week on a traditional commercial truck lease, because you don't get to keep all your load fees. You only get to, you only keep like 70 to 75% of your load fees. So if you're running the average, making $8,000 a week on loads, I mean, they're taking a lot of money because they're getting 25 to 30% of that on top of that $750 to $850 weekly lease. So you're actually spending closer to about, 36, 30, sorry, a little over 3,500, close to $3,700 per week on any, given regular lease. So our fees come a lot less than that, and they are a lot less because there are a lot less of hidden fees. And I'm going to go over that with y'all real quick this morning. Yeah, I've been up all night. I've been really putting a lot into this, getting this website ready and getting everything up and going. Let me check to make sure my YouTube channel is back up and doing okay. Okay, yeah, it's back running pretty smooth now. Good morning, Larissa Adams and Lisa J. Coggins. Thank you all for joining me this morning. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do a quick load board report, and that's going to be just to show you all what the load count is. And then I'm going to give you all a kind of a preview of our new lease, our new website for the RBBS Transport LLC and the Easy Lease program. So y'all give me a second here. Let me load up the our load board here. As always, we're gonna load up direct freight real quick. And then let me jump on here and do my introduction and recording. All right, good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, RBBS Transport LLC, and the National Dispatchers Network. Good morning. It is the time now, 6:24 a.m., and this is the time when we usually have our full load board report. Look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. We are going to have an abbreviated load board report this morning, where I'm going to be showing you all what's going on in your area when it comes to load and freight availability on the load count of what the number of loads that are out there this morning. But I'm not going to be looking up any freight this morning because I am trying to get finished our new Easy Lease website for RBBS Transport LLC. Now, for those of you who don't know what Easy Lease is it's a hybrid between conventional leasing and truck renting. So it's kind of like a merge of those two. So it has less fees, thus the lease amount is less, and it has less hidden associated fees. Now, exactly what is Easy Lease? Easy Lease is like the Turo of the trucking industry. If y'all know what Turo is, or for y'all who don't know what Turo is, it's more like Airbnb for the trucking industry. Okay, Turo and Airbnb. Turo is a platform that allows individuals to list their personal vehicles that they own for available to be leased out to those people who want to lease or rent a car, for a few hours, for a day, for a week, or whatever. Okay, that's what Turo is. It's an app that they have out where people who own cars can go and join Turo. They can list their cars, pictures of their cars, and list their cars, for available to be rented out for a day, a couple of days, or leased out for a week or a month or whatever the case may be. Okay, it's pretty popular app. It's been doing great. So what Easy Lease is almost the same thing, but for commercial trucks. For those owner operators, for people who own commercial trucks, the commercial vehicles, box trucks, regular big trucks with trailers, big trucks without trailers, okay? The rigs without, semi-trucks with or without trailers. They will be able to come and join our Easy Lease website and eventually our app, and they will be able to list their trucks on there available for a weekly lease, okay? Weekly lease, not a monthly lease or anything long term. It can be long term if the person who leased it wants to lease it for months or even a year, they can keep it as long as they like. But it's week to week, okay? It's week to week. No long term contract signed, anything that is week to week. And then when they decide that they don't want to lease the truck, they can make arrangements to turn it back in, okay? To get it back to the owner. So same thing with Turo. Turo, somebody comes and picks up your car, or you agree to meet them at a certain place to deliver your car, a certain place they go to pick up your vehicle, and then when they're when they're finished with it, they can bring it back to you on a full tank of gas and in good condition, and then they go on their way. Just so it's same thing here. This is going to be, that's why it's called Easy Lease, okay? I think it's going to be something great. I think it's something great that's needed within the industry. It allows those people who own commercial trucks to make great money, because we guarantee on the Easy Lease for the semi trucks, we guarantee that they will be leased out for no less than $1,000 per week. Okay, no less than $1,000 per week, and it could be as high as $1,900 per week. Between $1,000 and $1,900 per week, depending on the year, make, model, with or without trailer, or whatever the case may be. Okay, for box trucks, I think the leasing starts at $700 per week and can go up to $900 per week. So on box trucks, $700 to $900 per week. Here again, depending on year, make, model, size of the box truck, weight capacity, and things like that. Okay, but that's what it is. That's what it is, and I think it's gonna be great. Hope y'all get behind it. And I'm gonna be releasing the website here probably by the end of today. So that's why I am been working hard all night, all week. Almost a matter of fact, on this website, I've been getting very little sleep. But this morning we're gonna go ahead and do our low ball report real quick, and then I'm gonna show you all, give you all a preview of that website as far as what it looks like right now. I'm not quite finished with it yet. I still have to add some things to it. But once I've got those things added, then we'll go ahead and jump into doing our Easy Lease and things like that. All right, y'all hold on for a minute. Let me pause my recording. All right. Let pause my recording. All right, pause my recording. Let me go ahead and pause my share. Let me pause my streaming on YouTube real quick. And y'all give me just one moment. I've got to share. All right, I think I've got this. All right, so I paused my recording, paused my share, and let me make some changes here real quick. All right. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and share my screen. And let's go ahead and do our low ball report real quick. First of all, let me check in with YouTube to make sure the people there are on board with this morning. Good morning, Larissa Adams. Thank you for joining us. Lisa J. Coggins, thank you for joining us. Michelle, hey, thank you for joining us. Deborah Spencer, thank you for joining us. We're going to go ahead and do this quick low ball report, the abbreviated low ball report this morning. Then I'm going to show y'all what we got done for the Easy Lease so far and let y'all know what the next step are and how you can log onto it, get registered, and things like that. And let's jump this party off, right, y'all? Hey, all right. So first of all, let's go over here to the load board report, and let's go ahead and jump and see what we got going on as far as the load map this morning. All right, this morning on the load board report, let's take a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods this morning. We've got some loads to report in certain areas in different states. All right, starting out here in Florida this morning, we are showing 2,721 loads that are available in Florida. So if you got a carrier down in Florida, you got a lot of loads down there that you can run them on. In Georgia, we've got 3,175 loads. South Carolina, 1,564 loads this morning in South Carolina. North Carolina, we're showing 1,827 loads. In Virginia, we're showing 1,486 loads this morning. In West Virginia, we're showing 394 loads. In Ohio, we have 3,357 loads this morning. Pennsylvania, we have 3,048 loads this morning. New York, we're showing 1,951 loads. In Maine, we are showing this morning 437 loads. In Vermont, 103 loads. In New Hampshire, 154 loads. In Massachusetts, 1,378 loads this morning. Down here in Rhode Island, we're showing 23 loads. In Connecticut, we are showing 624 loads this morning. New Jersey, we're showing 1,297 loads this morning. In Delaware, we are showing 548 loads. In Maryland, 918 loads this morning. We're going to jump back over here to Michigan. We are showing 2,252 loads this morning. We're in Indiana, 3,639 loads. In Kentucky, we are showing 1,648 loads. Tennessee, 1,447 loads. In Mississippi, 1,516 loads. In the great state of Alabama, we are showing 3,555 loads. In Louisiana, we are showing 1,322 loads. Down here in Texas, in the big state, we are showing 4,785 loads. In Texas is leading the load count, just barely are they leading the load count, as you'll see, because we're going to jump back up here to Arkansas. We're showing 2,651 loads. In Missouri, 2,167 loads. In Illinois, which is running a close second on load count, they are really contesting Texas for the most loads this morning. Illinois is showing 4,465 loads, but them in Texas they're separated by less than 300 loads this morning. So, woo, go Illinois! Jump up here to Iowa. We're showing 1,203 loads. In Wisconsin's 2,189 loads. We've done that. We're gonna go down here to Minnesota. Over to Minnesota, we're showing 1,416 loads. Jump over to North Dakota, 166 loads. South Dakota, 529 loads. Nebraska, we're showing 551 loads. In Kansas, we're showing 879 loads. Oklahoma, we are showing 1,082 loads. We've done Texas so far. Let's do New Mexico at 419 loads. Colorado at 1,002 loads. In Wyoming, we have 379 loads. Montana, we're showing 350 loads. Jump over here to Idaho. We're showing 895 loads. Jumping on down to Utah, 813 loads. In Arizona, we're showing 525 loads. California is reporting 1,753 loads this morning. Over there in California, where all the stars in Hollywood and sunny California, and them earthquakes too are. In Nevada, we're showing 293 loads. In Idaho, 895 loads, like I mentioned now already. In Oregon, 1,629 loads. And the great state of Washington, cold mountainous states of Washington State, we have 1,276 loads. In Alaska, we are showing two loads over there in the super trucker state. And our neighbors to the south or west, south. Our neighbors to the south, we are showing Mexico with 3 loads this morning. Our neighbors to the north, up in Canada, In British Columbia, we're showing 140 loads. In Alberta, we're showing 156 loads. In Saskatchewan, we are showing 156 loads as well. In Manitoba, the province of Manitoba, we are showing 124 loads. In Ontario, we are showing 392 loads. And in the province of Quebec, oh, we got to refresh. In the province of Quebec, we're showing 156 loads this morning in Quebec. So there it is. That's what's going on with in your neck of the woods when it comes to load and freight. When it comes to the load count, not the load and freight availability. We're not gonna look up loads this morning because I've got a lot that I need to get done. I need to get this done. I promise all of you all to have this website ready by this week so we can go ahead and get started on loading people up on the site and getting people ready and things of that nature. Now, to give y'all an update as to what the updates are going to be. All right, the updates are this. Let me go ahead and find my update sheet here that I put out. I put out an update. I sent this email out to everybody. As you all can see here, I sent it out to a whole bunch of people. Let's see all these emails, and I'm sorry, these instant messages that I sent on Facebook to just about everybody who has expressed an interest in the Easy Lease. Now, let me go to my Easy Lease website, my Easy Lease YouTube channel, which is RBBS Transport LLC. If you're looking for what's going on with the Easy Lease, the best way to stay up to date on what's going on with the Easy Lease right now is to go to Facebook. Go to Facebook, not YouTube. Go to Facebook and look for RBBS Transport LLC. Just go up there and put in the search engine. You're gonna look for RBBS Transport LLC, and you're gonna be looking for our new logo. In case y'all haven't seen our logo, we have a new logo now. This is our new logo. Our new logo. That is the RBBS Transport LLC new logo. The Easy Lease. I like it. Big purple truck there. The owner operators and the lease asset owners shaking hands, and that is the new logo for RBBS Transport LLC and the Easy Lease. Yeah, I did that logo myself. Yeah, I do stuff like that. I'm multi-talented, y'all. Okay, all right. So that's our new logo for RBBS Transport. As you see, this will explain to you what an Easy Lease is. What is Easy Lease? Easy Lease is a hybrid of a conventional commercial truck lease and a commercial truck rental. Fees not associated with commercial truck lease. Our Easy Lease features 90% less fees and associated costs that are associated with conventional commercial truck leases, such as gross capitalized cost reduction, net cap cost, or adjusted cap cost, residual value, the end of term cost, depreciation, and any amortized amounts, and disposition fee or disposal fees. Now, as y'all can see, there are a lot of fees when it comes to a regular commercial lease. I don't know if you all have read the fine print on those commercial leases, but that's where all those fees come from. That's why when you go and you lease your truck from Warner or from these other trucking companies, big truck companies, big leasing companies, you wind up paying more. I mean, when you get your settlement statement, you've been unran. Here's what happens. You would be unran. Let's say the average carrier. Let's say if you ran. I'm gonna show y'all what we're talking about here. I'm gonna show y'all how a regular commercial truck lease really winds up costing you a whole bunch of money because it has hidden fees. All right, it has hidden fees. Let's say you are a carrier, an owner operator, and you go and you lease your truck, or you're a lease owner operator, or you lease your truck from some big leasing company. All right. Let's say you are running 600 miles per day, which is about what a truck can run. Let's say you're doing 600 miles per day. Okay, 600 miles per day times 5 days a week equals 3,000 miles a week. Okay, That's what you're running, 3,000 miles per week. Now, let's say you're averaging, $1,500 per load. Okay, let's say you're finding yourself, because you're leasing, you're finding your own load. Let's say you're finding yourself, let's say you out there, you're running and you're getting, on average $2.50 per load. So that times $2.50. So you're gonna make about $7,500 per week. That's about average. That's about average. Now that's average. That's if you're only running 3,000 miles per week and you're only doing $2.05 per mile. Now, good owner operators, they're gonna run at least. They're gonna run, about 3,500 or 3,750 miles is what they're gonna run each week. That's what a good owner operator runs. But we just say if you're only running 3,000 miles, but a good owner operator is gonna run roughly 3,750 miles per week. That's about what they're gonna run. Okay, but let's say you're doing that, you got $7,500 a week. Now, if you're leasing, you ain't bringing home $7,500 a week, because here is what they're taking. Okay, I'll show you what they're taking. They're taking a lot of money. All right, the lease itself comes out to be, let's say, $700 to $800 per $750 to $850 per week. Let's say they're only taking $750. Let's say you're on one of those leases, but they're not taking that much. How much your lease cost is only $750. Let's say that's minus $750. Okay, so when you pay your lease each week, that's what you got left. All right. Now, let's say you're on a good lease program and you're getting 75% of your load fee. So that means that they are taking only what? 25%. Well, before I do that, let's put that $750 back, because they're getting 25% of your total load fee. So put that $750 back. And then we're going to calculate minus 25%. Okay, now that's if they're only taking, if you're getting 75%. Most lease operators get about 70%, somewhere between 70 and 75% of their load fee. So some of them are taking 30%, some are taking 25%. Let's say they're taking 25% of your load fee. So that minus 25%. That's $1,875 per week that you're paying them from your load fees. Okay, so that's going to leave you with $5,625. Then let's say they're taking that $750, that lease payment. All right, you're down to $4,875. Right, now let's say they are taking all those other fees that they got, all those other fees that we talked about over here: gross capitalized costs, capitalized cost reduction, net cap cost, or adjusted cap cost, residual value, end of lease term cost, depreciation, and any amortized amounts, disposition fee, and disposal fees, and not to include if you're on their insurance program where they're taking the insurance money. Oh my God, insurance runs about $15,000 per year. So if you're paying them for insurance, oh my God, you're paying them somewhere around, it's costing them about $250 per week on insurance, but you're going to be paying them probably about another $400 a week on insurance, because they're going to make money on that too. So let's say minus another $425 on your insurance per week that you're paying. Equals, all right, so now you're down to $4,450. Then let's say you got a maintenance plan that you're paying out to. That's going to be another probably $200-300 per week. That's going to be minus, let's say, $300 a week on your maintenance plan. Now you're down to $4,150 that you're bringing home. Down to $4,150 that you're bringing home, and that type of stuff. Now, that's if you're on a good lease program. But by the time they hit you with all these other fees, these other hidden fees, that's somewhere in the neighborhood of another $1,000 in other fees. So you got all these capitalized, gross capitalized cost reduction, net cap cost. Now, some of this is upfront fees. Most of this stuff, what you're seeing here, is your upfront fee to get started in your lease. Okay, so all this stuff, some of this stuff is upfront fees. So you have about another $3,000 or $4,000 just to get started with your lease. Now, for those lease programs that say you have no money down to get into their lease program, they're taking it out of your of the loads you're running. So they're coming out every week like that lease fee. So you got about another $1,000 or so that are going to be coming out. Really, another, let's say, about $1,200 that'll be coming out for all these different costs. Okay, so then you're down to about $2,950, $3,000 per week. That's about what a lease owner operator runs. You talk to anybody that leases trucks, that lease their truck, that is leasing a truck from these big companies or these lease companies, they'll tell you they're bringing home somewhere between $2,500 and $4,000 per week because of all the fees. Now, let's look at what an easy lease does. Remember, that's what you call it does. Let's look at what the easy lease does. Same thing. Let's say you bring it home, you're running $7,500. You're running that, the same mileage, 600 miles per day, 3,000 miles per week, averaging the same, money, $7,500. All right. Easy lease is very easy. Okay. The lease payment itself, depending on whether it's a box truck, but let's say the most expensive lease that we've got, right? It includes like a newer model or a very good truck and the trailer included. Reefer trailer, one of the most expensive trailers out there. So it's included. Our most expensive is going to be $1,900 per week. That's it. That's what you're paying weekly. That's what you're bringing home after doing that. Now, yes, you are responsible for your own insurance, but let's say we include, if you include the asset owner, if you want the asset owner to get the insurance or carry the insurance, instead of now you as the owner operator, the authority holder is supposed to carry the insurance. But let's say you want to opt for our asset owner to carry the insurance, but you don't have to, and that's what you got. Now you pay your insurance out of that, whatever, because you get better rates. Let's say you want our asset owner to carry the insurance. Well, that's going to be minus another, let's say, $400 per week. If you want them to carry the insurance, you're still bringing home a lot more than you would be with Scarlett. Let's say you want to get on their maintenance plan. Let's say you want them to carry a maintenance plan for you, or you want to pay for a maintenance plan. If you opt for a maintenance plan, right? If you opt for a maintenance plan is not going to cost you more than $250 per week. So minus, let's say, $250 on your maintenance plan. You're still at more than bring home twice the money you be bringing home on a regular lease. Okay. Look, and that's it. Now, what do you need to get started with an easy lease? Now, we've shown you how much more money you'll make on your by doing an easy lease than by doing regular leasing. Now let's see what it's going to cost you to get into an easy lease. Now, most lease programs require a big down payment or require some type of balloon payment at the end, or both, or whatever the case may be. Now, on average, get into, why would you want to lease versus buy them? Because let's say if you're gonna buy a truck, you buying a truck, you could spend $7,000, $10,000, $15,000 down to buy a truck. Those trucks, a new truck is $130,000, $140,000, $150,000. Used trucks, a good used truck, $50,000, $60,000. Okay. You can find some out there for around $35,000 and $30,000 and $40,000. Yes, you can. If you're going to be buying it. But most leases and most, require some type of deposit, require some type of down payment, and they're pretty hefty. At least $5,000 to $6,000 down. With an easy lease, here's what you got. With an easy lease, actually, our easy lease has just 2 upfront, one-time administrative fees. Easy Lease acquisition fee, $1,500. Easy Lease deposit, $1,500. And that accompanied by your first week's lease. Okay, that's it. That's it. So you got 1,500, that's 3,000. And then you got your first week's lease, which should be anywhere from 700 to 1,900 bucks. So if you're getting our most expensive lease, basically new or almost new truck with a reefer trailer attached to it, so that's plus another 1,900. It's going to be our most expensive lease. So at the most, you're going to spend $4,900 to get into a lease. That's going to save you a lot of money, and you get to keep 100% of your load fees. Wow. You get to keep 100% of your load fees. Now, if you opt for one of our dispatch services, right, to assist you in finding loads, and when you sign up with an Easy Lease, dispatching is not exclusive, which means you don't have to use our dispatch service. All right, you don't have to take the loads that they find for you. You can find your own freight. You can get loads any way you want to. But if you take advantage of our dispatch service, and it is not a what we call a long-term dispatch contract. It's not an exclusive dispatch contract. It's a pay-as-you-use-it dispatch contract. Pay as you use it. You're not signed up with a dispatch firm and saying, "Well, that's the only dispatch firm that allows to find you freight," and you're locked in. No, our dispatch services are pay as you use them. So if you go into a dispatch agreement with the dispatch firms that are partnered with Easy Lease, you're paying as you use. And if you are leasing through Easy Lease, your dispatch service is going to be discounted. Okay, no more than 5% is what the dispatch services are going to charge you on these. We normally charge 10%, but it's only going to be no more than 5% if you are using the dispatchers that are partnered with Easy Lease. Some of them as low as 3%. Okay, so between 3 and 5%. That's the most you're going to pay on dispatch service, and it's pay as you go. It's pay as you use it. So in other words, if you're signed up for our dispatch service and that dispatcher calls you that morning and they have a load for you that's paying $5 per mile, if you want it, take it. If you don't take it. If you take it and you run it, then you owe them 5%. Simple as that. You owe 5%. Okay, it's just that simple. If you don't run it, don't take it, you don't owe any money. Right? There you go. All right. So that's how the dispatch service is going to go. But here's the thing. If you're using dispatch service with Easy Lease, our dispatchers, they're trained by myself, which they are trained to get you some dedicated runs. They are trained to find you loads that are paying you the highest paying rates. We use like short runs that have the driver out and back by the end of the day, off every weekend. And running those short runs, making anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 to $3,000 per day, running out 5 days a week, which is giving you somewhere between the neighborhood of $10,000 and $15,000 per week, which means you got a lot of money to make sure you pay your Easy Lease. You see how that works? See how all this comes together? See how it's just it's going to be so much more convenient to do an Easy Lease than it would be to either buy a truck, a lot less expensive than buying a truck, a lot less expensive than leasing a truck, a whole lot less expensive than renting a truck. And because of the other added services that we have that are going to be available as options with Easy Lease, you got to make good money. Thus, you're going to always be able to pay your lease. Wow. I'm loving Easy Lease. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm loving Easy Lease. All right, let's say you sign up with our dispatch service, and our dispatch service is finding you some good paying freight. Let's go over to the load board real quick to see what type of freight these dispatch services be finding. Let's say you're down here in Florida and you're doing an Easy Lease, or you're in Texas, or you're in Louisiana, or just anywhere. It doesn't matter. But let's say you're down here in Florida and you're doing an Easy Lease, right? Now, let's look for some loads down here in Florida. You're doing the Easy Lease. Our dispatch service, as you all know, we're trained to look at what estimated rate per mile. That's how we train people, to look at estimated rate per mile. And they always look for the highest paying freight first, like this bad boy right here. that is going 1 mile in Kissimmee, Florida to Kissimmee, Florida, a van, $410. That's $410 a mile. All right. So you go ahead and run that 1 mile and make that $410. Then we train people to look for another load that's leaving out of Kissimmee, Florida. Because if you got that load right there, you run that 1 mile, you're gonna make $410. You ain't really going nowhere. I don't even know what that's for. That's probably to pick up some paperwork and drop it off. Cause let's see what the weight is. Yeah, the weight is in a list. Is in. Believe it or not, I've had a load like this in Florida. Florida does this. Florida does this. You don't get this nowhere but Florida. Trust me. I ran loads like this in Florida where they want you to pick up some paperwork. It's paperwork. And they want you to run it to their other office, which is pretty much across town or is less than a mile away. Seriously. Florida does that, y'all. Florida does that. It's paperwork you're picking up from a shipper, and it's usually from a shipper and it's going to their corporate office, or it's from a corporate office going to their shipper. It's usually some paperwork, and and when I say paperwork, it's like a box of paperwork. It's like all of their, accounts receivables that they did for the last month or the last week or the last, whatever the case may be. And you got to pick up. It's light. It's light. You ain't got to pay nobody to load the dog. You can literally pick it up and throw it in your doggone truck cab. All right, I'll be back. Florida does that. That's Florida. I'm telling y'all right now. Florida does that. I ran loads like that. I mean, literally, it's like paperwork is what you're picking up. And you take it less than a mile away, and they pay you $410 for that. I mean, they could hire a courier to do it, but I don't know why they do it that way. That's just how they do it. That's how they do it. So that would probably be just paperwork. I have done that. I have done that. I literally have done it. Okay, and it was down somewhere close to Kissimmee, Tampa, somewhere in that area. So, but I have done that. They do that a lot down there. Okay, that's Florida for you. But let's say you run that 1 mile, and now you're gonna look for another load. 1 mile. You're gonna look for another load. Not Kissimmee to Kissimmee, but if you want to run some more Kissimmee to Kissimmee loads, look at that right there. They got a whole bunch of Kissimmee loads leaving out of Kissimmee in Lakeland area, whatever case may be. But let's say you want to run some short runs. You want to pick up close to Kissimmee. Let's say pick up close to 25 miles with it close to Kissimmee on a dry van. And let's see what you got leaving out of Kissimmee. That's real close. You got a bunch of loads. You got Orlando, which is 25 miles away. You run 120. You run 120 miles to Fort Peach. Then you got Orlando to Orlando. Then you got Orlando to Sarasota, which is a dedicated. Orlando to Sarasota, Orlando to Sarasota, Orlando. No, I take it back. These are not dedicated. These are all loads that are leaving the same day. Wow. 134 miles. Orlando to Sarasota. But let's look at some more freight. Let's say if you want to pick up some more good paying freight, let's find some of this paying already. All right. Not sure if very many loads that's got the loads out, but we can look up these dedicated runs right here. But we can look up this Lakeland to Bernal, dedicated. Look at that. This is what we train our dispatchers to do. So you've already made 14, and then we're gonna put you on some dedicateds, right? 130-mile run. What are those dedicateds paying? What are those dedicateds paying? Well, let's find out real quick. Look at those dedicateds and see what those dedicateds paying. Even though I said I wasn't gonna look up loads this morning, we are doing somewhat of that, but we're not looking them up for a truck. We're showing you all how the money works out with an easy lease. Okay, if you're using all of our services, let's go down here to the Insta rate. Look up our rates. Let's check this rate. And that's what was that? Orlando to what? That was Lakeland to Bernal. All right. So we look up Lakeland to Bernal. Lakeland, Florida to Bernal, Florida. And that is a van, dry van. And we're going to look up what that lane pays. As y'all can see, that lane pays anywhere between $495 and $652 for that 130-some miles. Whoa, I like that. All right, so you got it for 137 miles. You guys paying somewhere between, on the low end, 377, on the high end, 652. So those are your line haul, your all-in range, and your line haul rates over here. So line haul rate on average 456, 495, up high 652, 606. So that's what you're looking at. So with that being said, and it's only how many miles? It is only 130 miles. So if you do that, if you do it, the 652 divided by 130 point. I'm sorry, I did that back. What am I doing? 652 divided by 130 equals $5 a mile. So if you're using our dispatch service and they put you on a dedicated that's doing that, okay, running that little $5 a mile, whatever the case may be, just on that alone, just on that dedicated alone by itself, not looking for going, running loads back, but let's say you're running that and you're running a load back. So you're looking at 652 just on just that, right there, times 5 days a week equals, I mean, we've already got you at 3260. Now, if our people are trained to not just find you dedicated going out, to find you loads to fill up your day on dedicated runs. They're filling up your day on dedicated runs. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna look at this. Remember, we've already made 14 that morning on that one little load. But now we're looking at some dedicated runs, right? Lakeland to Burnell, 130 miles. Now we're gonna look at finding you some loads going back, right? We're gonna find you some loads that are going back the other way from Burnell, right? So let's look at some loads that are going to be going back from Burnell. Now I know these ship dates say 323, 310, 321, 328, and that type of stuff. But I'm just using this as an example. But if you come down here, you got some serious dedicated right here. They're leaving on 3-1, 3-2, 228, which is today, leaving on the 1st, the 2nd. So these, right? So you got some stuff, you got some dedicated, but we're just using this one example, okay? So let's say you're finding that, and I can pull up, other stuff to show you how you find serious dedicated. If you want to find a whole bunch of dedicated, I can go back over here and show you, over here, when we're looking through Orange Park, Florida, Jacksonville to Orange Park, Florida. That's dedicated, $450 per run, and it's only 23 miles. Come over here, you got Cape Canaveral to Melbourne, okay? Paying $11 a mile. That's $300. That's dedicated. Come over here, you got then you got Cape Canaveral to Melbourne again, which is a whole separate dedicated, which paying $275. On this, that's $10 and $18. Then you got Cape Canaveral to Orlando. That's dedicated. Cape Canaveral to Sanford. That's dedicated. Another Cape Canaveral to Orlando. You got Tampa to Port Richey. That's dedicated. You got Cape Canaveral to Plant City, to Cape Canaveral to Groveland. You've got, look at all these dedicated you got on here, y'all. So dedicated, we got no problem finding dedicated. Live Oak to Tampa. That's dedicated. That's one that's local here. That's only what? 192 miles, paying $850. $850 a day. Live Oak to Tampa. It's only 192 miles. So if you want to look up that right there, just to show you what I'm talking about, you jump on something like that right there, and then you're gonna jump back over. So you're gonna make $800 and some odd dollars on your first leg of your dedicated. You're only going 192 miles, so you got time enough to run some loads back. If you do a reverse search, right, running that load back so you can pick up your next dedicated load for that day. Let's see what they got going back the other way. Nothing from Tampa to Live Oak, but let's just say you're going, but you don't necessarily want to go right back that same way, because you're going to go out and you're going to find something real quick that's going somewhere else. Let's find something short that you can run back from another place to run to, let's say 25 miles. And this is a flatbed, by the way, y'all. Let's search right there, leaving in 25 miles of Tampa. You got a Tampa to Charm, to Charm, Ohio, but we don't want that. We want to stay in Florida here. Let's see, within 50 miles of Tampa. All right, we got some loads. So you can go 44 miles to Palmetto and go back to Tampa, or you can go where that first load leave from? Live Oak. All right, you can go 40 miles and go back that way, or you can go, and that's just a 44-mile run. But what we're looking for is see if we can find a quick dedicated. You got a Palmetto to Fort Lauderdale and a Palmetto to Medley. The Palmetto to Fort Lauderdale, that's a dedicated, leaves on the day and leaves on tomorrow, so it's probably going to leave, various days too. But you take that one's paying $750. Right? Can you run both those loads? Yeah, you can. You can run both those loads. Why? Because those loads equal up to 224.44 plus 190. Was it 192? 192. 192. I think it was 192 miles. Yep, 192 miles. So what do you have? You have 192 miles, 244 miles, 192 plus 244 plus 44 on your deadhead miles. So you got 480 miles. You still got at least another 200, almost another 200 miles you can run. So let's see if we can get you back to your pickup point to run your money load. Again, which got to get you back to Live Oak, or somewhere close to Live Oak. So let's say you grab one of these loads right here, Fort Lauderdale, Medley. What's close to Live Oak? I think Medley is close to Live Oak. Let's do a reverse search and let's see what we got going back towards Live Oak. Let's say Live Oak. See what they got going back, if anything's going back to Live Oak or going close to Live Oak. Ooh, that's gonna put you close to Live Oak. Let's say 150 miles of Live Oak. Let's do Tallahassee. Tallahassee is close to Live Oak. Tallahassee, Florida is close to Live Oak. All right, nothing leaving from Medley going close to Tallahassee. Let's say, what else is close to Live Oak? Let's say, Jacksonville is not that far, but let's say, what's this? Live Oak, Tallahassee. Valdosta, Georgia is right next to Live Oak. Believe it or not, Valdosta is less than 30 miles or so from Live Oak. Nothing going close to Valdosta either from Medley, Florida. What are we looking at? Oh, I'm sorry. I got flatbed with tarp. Let me just look for flatbed. Y'all, I'm sorry. Because you don't necessarily need the tarp. You don't necessarily need the tarp. All right, there we go. Running back towards Live Oak. All right, so here you go. So, well, that's gonna put you got to go 71 miles deadhead, and then you got to go to Belglades, which is gonna be a 295-mile trip run. It's gonna be a little bit out your range, but it definitely. Let me see if anything's running you back close, right at Live Oak's door on a flatbed run. Nope. All right, nothing's running right at the door. Let's do Tallahassee. Since Tallahassee is close to Live Oak. $50 miles. 100 miles. Okay, nothing running in Tallahassee. Let's say Valdosta. Valdosta, Georgia. Search. Nothing running from Medley to Valdosta. Shoot, that flatbed though is kind of hard to find something running flatbed from Georgia, from that going back to Live Oak. All right, we would. Well, what our dispatchers would probably have to do is probably find another load board, get on one of our other load boards, and find you something that's getting you back close to from Medley, Florida. Let's just see let's just see what we got. Let's leave it out of Medley, Florida, going to Florida. Period. Anywhere in Florida. All right, what we got? Leaving from Medley or somewhere close to Medley. Let's see what we got that's going close to anything close to Live Oak. All right, we got Plantations. Jacksonville. And Jacksonville is not bad because Jacksonville is a straight shot I-10. Or you can take I-10 or you can take what's that other one? Yeah, you can take I-10 straight to Live Oak. So you can go 71 miles to Belglade, but you got to go 295 miles to Jacksonville, Florida. Daytona Beach, you don't want to go down there. That's way down. Pompano Beach, you don't want to go down way down there. Largo is not that bad, but looks like that's going to be the closest thing right there. You got 71 miles to Belglade, and then you got Pompano Beach, but how far is Pompano Beach from Live Oak? Let's see here. Pompano Beach, Florida. Live Oak. Let's see what the distance is. I'm not really looking for what it's paying, but I'm looking for the distance. I'm just looking for the distance. Yeah, see, Live Oak is way up here. Pompano Beach is way down here. See what I'm saying? That's 365 miles. That's too far. Let's see what we got. See, Live Oak is up here by Lake City in Jacksonville. This is Jacksonville. I want to say Jacksonville is not that far from Live Oak. You got Live Oak was running right there. You got all this right here. Tallahassee is less than 30 miles from Live Oak, really. It's like 39 miles to Live Oak. Lake City is like 20-some miles from Live Oak. St. Augustine is not far from Live Oak. Gainesville is real close to Live Oak. So anything Daytona Beach, Ocala, St. Augustine, all these areas, that's what's close to Live Oak. So let's look at Jacksonville. We got to go to Belglade to get to Jacksonville. That's going to bring you back close to Live Oak. Pompano Beach. It's going to run you right close to Live Oak. No. Take it back. Fort Myers will put you close to Live Oak. Jacksonville. All right. So it's not much going back towards the Live Oak area. But let's say on average that we're finding you loads. If you got one of our dispatchers and you use our dispatch service, that's the great thing about our dispatcher. You can use it or you don't have to use it. But if we're piecing together you small loads like that, you got that 480, and then you got, let's say, let me find something over here. Hold on, let me do this. Let's go Cape Canaveral to Lakeland, Florida. I like this load because it was paying great money, but which means you wouldn't have to piece together with two loads to make it happen. Live Oak to Tampa is good money. That's still that's $850 a day just on that one load alone. So if you go from Live Oak to Tampa, and let's just say you just dealt with that one. Let's deal with that one. Live Oak to Tampa, $850. And then you go from Tampa, all right, then you go from Tampa to try to run you somewhere, then run you to Live Oak. Which you can go from Tampa back towards Live Oak. Okay, so you got to go from Tampa to all right. You go from Tampa to Jacksonville, right? You go from Tampa to Jacksonville. You go 94 miles, or you go from Tampa to Stark, Florida. All right. If you go Tampa to where's Stark, Florida compared to Live Oak? Let's check that out. Where's Stark, Florida compared to Live Oak? I'm doing this right. Stark, Florida to Live Oak. Oh, come on. What am I doing? My bad. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm doing this all wrong. Ah, this is what happens when you stay up late. When you don't get much sleep. All right. That is how many miles? That's 63 miles from Live Oak. That's all it is. All right, so there you go. So Stark, Florida is real close to Live Oak. That's 63 miles. All right, so that's good. So here's what we're looking at. You're gonna go from Tampa, or you can go Live Oak to Tampa, and then Tampa to Stark, Florida, which is only gonna be 63, from Live Oak, right? So and then you go from Tampa to Stark, Florida, which is gonna run you right back close to Live Oak. So let's see what that is paying. Tampa to Stark, Florida. Let's go Tampa to Stark, Florida, which is only 60 miles from Live Oak. What was that, flatbed? I'm sorry, what was that, flatbed? Yeah, that was flatbed. That was flatbed, my bad. All right, on a flatbed, that's gonna pay you as much as $628. It went from $475 to $628. So let's say 620. Let's say 600. So what do you got? You got this Tampa, Live Oak to Tampa, which is paying $850, and then you got Tampa to Stark, which is going to put you within 62 miles of Live Oak, which you can deadhead and go on back and make your money. Or if you want to try and find a load from Stark, Florida to Live Oak, right? Because we know that this one right here is going to pay 600 and what did we say that one's paying? That one's paying 620, 628. So you got 850, 628. And let's say if you tried to find a load, where we at here? Then you're gonna do a reverse search. Let's say you're gonna try and find one. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if you can find something that'll run you right back to Live Oak, which is only 60 some miles. So if you want to do Live Oak, let's see if that'll run you to Live Oak. See if they got anything just to try and just pad your money. Because right now we're just looking just to pad your money. If you got anything going to Live Oak. 23 trip miles to Jacksonville, which takes you kind of away from Live Oak, but you're still making money, but you're going away from Live Oak, which is not going to put you that far out. So 63 plus 23, you're looking at about what, 70, 80 some miles from Live Oak, which you can deadhead back to Live Oak if you wanted to. Oh, Perry. That runs you to the other side, but you got to go to Perry. You got to go 104 miles to Perry to go to Gainesville, which is right next to Live Oak. You don't want to do that. Let's see here. Let's go 25 miles. Then let's go 50 miles. Let's see what we got on that. Nothing in 25 miles. Let's say 50 miles and 50 miles. Nothing on that. Let's say 100 miles and 50 miles. Nothing on that. 100 miles and 100 miles. All right, you got that 100. All right. So you can run. You can go 48 miles deadhead to Jacksonville, and run it to Orange Park, Florida, which is right there in Jacksonville. Orange Park Hills, Jacksonville. In case y'all didn't know, that's where the truck driving school. I went to truck driving school in Orange Park, and it's like that is Jacksonville. It's just got a different name, but it's still right there. It's like the outskirts, the suburbs of Jacksonville. Okay, that's basically what it is. It's the suburbs of Jacksonville. So let's say you forget that third run, you just run back from here to here, and then you got, so that'll be 850 plus 620. So you're looking at 850, which is a dedicated, plus 620, which is also a dedicated. So you got $1,400 per day, which is great. $1,470 per day if you're working with our dispatchers. $1,470 per day times 5 days a week, right? $7,350, right? So that's what you're looking at. You're looking at that $7,350 right there if you're working with our dispatchers. And then we're only going to be, if you're leasing from us, remember we're doing this when it comes to the lease. Okay, when it comes to the lease, if you're leasing from us, the most expensive lease that we have is going to be $1,900 per week. That's the most expensive one. Okay, that's if you got a brand new truck and trailer, and that's if it is a reefer. If you're looking at a flatbed trailer, it's probably going to be somewhere close to $1,300 to $1,250 per week. Okay, so let's say minus $1,300 a week, the most top. So you're going to be bringing home $6,050. That's if you're leasing from us, our truck and trailer, one of our asset owners' truck and trailer, and we're dispatching for you. All right. And then if the dispatch is only charging you, let's say if your dispatch mode, because it's going to be discounted rate, at the most it's going to be 5%, $302. So there you go. You're still bringing home over $5,700 if you're leasing from us. Versus if you were leasing from somebody else, they're going to take, 25% of your load fee minimum up to 30%. They can take up to 30%. So let's say minus that 30%. So you're looking at that right there on top of, their lease fee, which is going to be, they're taking that 30% plus their lease fee. So, you're going to be making a hell of a lot less money, and plus all the other fees that they're charging you. All right. So real quickly, let me check in with my YouTube people, see what we got going on. Hello, everybody. Hey, Shane. Hey, Stacey. I didn't receive an email where they only sent on Facebook. No, we didn't send the emails out yet because we haven't sent the emails out yet. We sent we put updates on Facebook as far as what the process was, and we sent stuff to people who have responded to us on Facebook so far. But as you see, it says that once we get the website built, once the website is built, then the emails will be sent out. Okay, Ms. Reinfeld, just let you know, the emails will be sent out once the website is built. If you look at what we stated on the update, I'm gonna show y'all what the update says. here in a second. Let me show you what the update says. On the update, let me pull up the update that we sent out. We sent out an update, and the update states that it will be sent out. Right, this is the update. This is the update notice that we sent out. Update on RBBS Transport LLC Easy Lease. First thing it says, need to finish the website first, which I'm close to being finished, which I'm going to show y'all the website here in just a second. Everyone will receive an email invite to join the website and create their logins and profiles. Well, you can't receive an email to join the website until we finish the website. That's why I said, and the first thing it says, need to finish the website first. Okay. As profiles are loaded onto the site, as you all log on and you create your profiles, as profiles are loaded onto the site, we will begin matching those with assets. Okay, the profiles, people who already have trucks, people who have their trucks, the asset owners, will be matching the asset owners, okay, with those owner operators that are ready to easy lease. Okay, so when you create your profile, you're going to be able to tell us what type of truck you have, and you can load up your pictures and all that type of stuff. And this is that, and tell us about your truck, or tell us about your truck and trailer, or tell us about your box truck, or tell us about your trailer. Whatever you want to put on our Easy Lease program, you're going to tell us about it when you create your profile. Okay, so as you all are loading up your profiles, other people are going to be logging on and creating profiles because they want to lease a truck. Okay, so then they're gonna tell us, I'm gonna have a category that they're gonna have to check that says that I'm an owner operator looking for a truck. Okay, I'm a truck owner looking for an owner operator to lease my truck. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna match those people that have that. Truck owners are gonna be matched with owner operators that are looking for trucks. That's the first thing that's going to happen. As profiles are loaded onto the site, we will begin matching those with assets ready to easy lease with those owner operators that are ready to easy lease. Then we will begin to work with individuals and businesses to get them line of credit worthy. That's for the rest of you. If you are joining you're creating your profile and you say, I don't own a truck, but you're going to put in your business information. If you are a business, if you are a dispatch firm or you're, whatever business you have your business already set up, you're gonna put that in. If you don't have your business set up, you're gonna let us know that you don't have a business. You're gonna leave, you're gonna check, no, I don't have a business, whether it's that. So those people who have businesses and those people who don't have a business, then we're gonna begin to start working with you all. We're gonna start working with those businesses to get them, make sure that they got everything they need with their business to get approved for a business line of credit. In other words, we're gonna evaluate your business. We're going to evaluate your business to see if it has an online presence, see if the website is good and up to par, see if you have a domain name and domain name email addresses, no Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo, Google, and all that type of stuff. We're going to show you how to get your domain name and get it very, very cheap. I'm talking about like $9 a year. It's cheap. How to get your domain names and stuff like that, like less than $10 a year. So we're going to show you how to get your domain name. All right. We may even have it set up where we can provide you with a domain name. We have to see how that works because that costs money. and when we get dividing those domain names for so many people, them little $9 a year add up. So we have to see how that works out. Okay. If you but if you do, it'll probably be a little small fee for us to provide you with a domain name. But we'll see about that. The app may have a package for that. All right. We're going to be working to see if your Dun & Bradstreet Paydex score is up to where it needs to be to get approved. If not, we're going to show you how to improve your Dun & Bradstreet Paydex score. We're going to check to see if your bank account is ready for us to be able to start sending money over to you all when the leases come in, and we can transfer that money directly to your bank account. We're going to be checking all that stuff. So basically, we're going to be checking to see if your business is line of credit worthy. And then from there, once we get your business line of credit worthy, we will go ahead and start actively referring you out to our financial institutions that we know provides lines of credit, so you all can get your lines of credit, and then you can start what? Purchasing your assets and put them on Easy Lease and getting your revenue flowing and stuff, this and that. For those of you who don't have businesses already, we're also going to be working with you all to see what your credit scores are. If you have 700 scores or better, we're going to go ahead and get you set up to get personal lines of credit. Okay, you can get several personal lines of credit. If you got 700 scores or better, we can get you probably 4 or 5 separate lines of credit, anywhere from $10,000 to $60,000. You know, one would be 10, one might be 20, one might be 40, one might be 60, whatever the case may be. But our goal is to get you set up with lines of credit that are totaling up to $100,000 to $150,000, so we can then go out and find you 2 to 4 used good trucks, anywhere from $35,000 to $50,000, $60,000 a pop. We're going to find you 2 to 4 good used trucks, and then get them listed on our Easy Lease and match them with leaseors and get you somewhere between that $1,000 and $1,900 per month on your lease. That's for those of you that don't have, those of you that has good credit. Now, if you don't have good credit, we're going to be working with you all to set up your business and to help improve your credit scores. Okay, we have various places that we can use to help improve your credit scores, and we're going to get you set up as your business. You know, your EIN, your articles of incorporation, get your payday score set up, get your website up and going, get your domain email address and things like that. Now, we have vendors or partners who will be able to build websites for you, but they're going to cost you. Okay, if you want us to show you you can build your website yourself, and we'll show you how to, we'll advise you on how to do it through places like Wix and different other website formats. But we will have partnerships with individuals who build websites, and they'll build websites that, at low cost websites that they can build for you. Some people charge, $200-300, to build a website. Some charge $500 to $1,000 to build a website. But these are going to be partners with us who are partnering with our company to help you get your websites built, get them out there, so that we can get you, bam, line of credit worthy. Okay, as far as business wise and personal wise. So that's how the process works. And eventually we're going to have an app. I don't have an app just yet, but I am working on building an app. App takes a little bit longer to build than a website. It does, because apps are very they have to be condensed and have to be very straight to the point. So the app will consist of, what our app is going to do, it's going to be an app you can load up on your phone, and you'll be able to go in there and basically join our Easy Lease network. Join the Easy Lease network. You can load up your vehicle just like you do with Uber or Turo. Turo is more of a better it is the perfect example. Just like you do with Turo, you'll be able to join our app, join the Easy Lease app. You'll be able to create your profile, put your vehicle or vehicles that you own, as far as commercial vehicles, trucks. Don't put your Nissan Titan or your Ford F-150 or your Ford 250 or your Ford Dually. Don't put them on there. Okay, it's not for that. This is for box trucks and semi trucks. Okay, so you'll be able to load up your pictures of your box truck, semi truck with trailer, or your trailer. Load up the pictures. You be able to, describe it, year, make, model, how many miles are on it. Little briefly, this truck is in great shape. It's a workhorse here to get the job done. Whatever you want to put down there, whether this is that, and then you're going to have all your information there. Your contact information, all that stuff is going to be loaded up on the app. Then for those of you who are looking for trucks to lease, you'll be able to come to the app and you'll be able to browse the app and see what trucks are available. Okay, then you can choose one and then you can pay for it all right there on the app, and then you can arrange your pickup time, and you go pick it up, whatever this is that, and bam, you out on the road running loads. Okay, and as people choose your truck, the app will let the asset owner know your truck has been selected for lease. Here's the contact information or what's going wants to contact you or they're gonna contact Easy Lease, then we're gonna put them in contact with you all on a 3-way call or on a 3-way Zoom, so you all can talk about your truck, whatever this and that. They pay right through Easy Lease. Then we arrange for the pickup. They pick it up. You all can arrange for them to pick up the truck. Bam, bam, bam. Once they pick up the truck, then Easy Lease then pays that first week lease to the asset owner. Also, the deposit goes to the asset owner. All right. Deposits are non-refundable. They go to the asset owner. Okay. Our let's see here. Show you what I'm talking about. The deposit and something else goes to the asset owner. Yeah, the Easy Lease deposit goes to the asset owner. Easy Lease acquisition fee goes to Easy Lease, us, because that's to cover our costs of setting all this stuff up for each of you and a whole bunch of other costs. But anyway, the Easy Lease acquisition fee, which is explained in the Easy Lease website, and the Easy Lease deposit, which is explained in the Easy Lease website, deposit goes to the asset owner. The Easy Lease acquisition fee goes to Easy Lease. Plus, Easy Lease gets 20% of the lease. Okay, we get 20% of the lease from the asset owner. So when they're paying their lease, it comes into Easy Lease. Easy Lease collects all payments. We'll do all the collections, everything we need to do. We handle all of the invoicing, the billings, everything. We handle everything. Okay, comes into Easy Lease. Then Easy Lease will take our 20% and we forward the rest over to the asset owner's bank account. Bam, just that easy. All payment processing is going to be done through payment processing is going to be done through RBBS, the Distance Learning Center invoicing. Okay, because we already have that set up to invoice through our sister company, which is the RBBS, the Logistics Learning Center. So all of the invoicing is going to be created through there for the people who are leasing the Easy Leases. It's going to be created. The invoices are going to be created through there because we have the interns in place that can go in and just set up the invoices and pump them out. So the collection is going to be collected through our Square account with RBBS. So which is RBBS LLC, which what does the collection for the Learning Center, does the collection for our dispatch firm, which is also going to do the collection for the Easy Lease. Okay, everything's going to be processed through there, process in, process out, take out 20%, shoot it over to what you call it, keeps all the records. If you ever need a detailed account or statement, we can process those, have those sent to you, show you how much money you brought in from your leases, how much our 20% was, what your part was, what money, if you want us to go in and process your 1099 tax information, we'll be able to do that too. But if we do that, we got to add you as a contractor, and then that it may be a fee that we do if you want us to process your if you want us to format your 1099 income tax returns, we can do that too for a fee. Not going to be an expensive fee, but if you want to add that to your account, we can do that also too. Okay, everything is going to be set up. So it's going to be a pretty the way we have it set up, it's going to allow you all to make a lot of money. It's going to allow you all to become that quiet millionaire that we talked about. Okay, that's what it's going to do. Let me check with my YouTube people real quick. See what we got. Sandra said, perfect. Hey now today. Thanks, awesome. Stacey Ryan says awesome. Okay, glad we was able to get that answer for you. Stacey Pleasure says perfect. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. All right. Drum roll. All right, let's take a look at what I've got done for the website so far. And I hope to be finished by today. That's my goal, is to finish up by today. All right. Here is the website for the Easy Lease. All right. This is the website that we have for the Easy Lease right now. It is, and yes, the website is up, but you can't register just yet. So don't go running to the website trying to register right now, because don't even log on, because if you go to the website right now, It's going to trigger our interns, and our interns are going to think that people are trying to register. So do not go and register or become a member of the website yet. We will put out a press release on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. We'll send out the mass emails, everything when we're ready to go completely live with the website. Because the website is not finished yet. So do not go. There's some stuff that I've got to add to it. There's some stuff that I got to change, okay, within the website to make it completely ready. So again, do not go to the website and try to create a membership, okay, because it's going to decline you, all right? So don't do it yet. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. All right. So here we have the website. RBBS Transport LLC, National Dispatchers, National Network of Semi-Trucks for lease by private owners, okay? About RBBS Transport LLC. Since 2017, RBBS Transport LLC has provided owner-operators with great paying, high-dollar freight. Our CEO and founder began his career as a Covenant Transport Company team driver in 2014. That's me. And 9 months later became a lease owner-operator. So as a private owner's truck leasing agency, we understand how challenging it can be to pursue your dreams of becoming an owner-operator, which is why leasing a vehicle with us is easy, affordable, and fun. Click Easy Lease to learn more. Click that right there, you're gonna learn more. Our corporate office is located in Tallahassee, Florida. There is us, you can get in touch with us if you want to. You can kind of send us some information there, blah. All right, but if you click here, you click the Easy Lease, it'll take you over and tell you more about the Easy Lease. About our Easy Lease program, okay? This is about our Easy Lease program. Our private owners truck leasing agency knows how challenging it can be to pursue your dreams of becoming an owner-operator, but leasing a vehicle with us is easy, affordable, and fun, hence the name Easy Lease. Again, since 2017, RBBS has provided owner-operators with great paying, high-dollar freight. And now, with our Easy Lease program, we now provide the industry with the easiest and most convenient way to lease a commercial truck or tractor trailer. Driving experience, time on the job, and credit are not an issue. With Easy Lease, all you need is a valid CDL, your authority, and insurance. Our private asset owners are eager to lease to you. Our rates are affordable, and our service is impeccable. And best of all, you keep 100% of your load fees. So browse our inventory, select a lease option, and let us help shift your career as a lease owner operator into high gear. Okay, so you can go up here and click browse, or you can go up here and click where it says Easy Lease equipment types. Okay, pops up. It's going to tell you what type of vehicles we lease out or what the equipment types are. Vehicle types going to be box trucks. They're going to lease from 700 to 950 weekly. Yes, you'll be able to reserve your space for a box truck. When you click on it now, it doesn't take you anywhere. So don't worry about. That's why I tell y'all don't go there yet, because I haven't added all my links in yet. I haven't added the links in to where you can click where it says reserve now. You click and you can get on the list to lease a box truck. Okay, 750 to 950. Then you have the tractor with trailer, 1,600 to 1,900 weekly. Okay, you can reserve your spot to lease one of those. Tractor without trailer, just the truck by itself, $1,000 to $1,500 weekly. Okay, those are your truck types, vehicle types, whatever the case may be. All right, you can browse the assets. When you click browse assets, now what you're going to see here is how it's going to be set up for the asset owners. These are just examples. I put these in here just to show y'all how it would look and how it would work. Okay, these are just examples. In other words, when asset owners load up the information, we're gonna have what's called a area for you to go and you to pull up the asset owners or look up featured asset owners. We have a section here for featured asset owners. We have about 4 or 5 owners that we feature each week. It'll be a different set. Every week or every month, it'll be a different set of asset owners that we are featuring, which means you'll be able to go in here and look up each one of these asset owners, right, and kind of learn more about them. That is what we're going to be doing as we feature a different set of asset owners every week. It's not going to be the same set of asset owners. As we get new asset owners on, we'll feature them, and then we'll feature our new, our new asset owners. And so we're going to be featuring on the asset owners. It's going to have the asset owner's name, telling it's going to be like they are what they are, an asset owner, and the description of their vehicle, of what they're leasing, what they're going to be leasing out, what they're going to be putting on our Easy Lease program is going to be right here. And we preferably want you all to take pictures with your vehicle. Okay, you don't have to, but we want you to take pictures with your vehicle or your trailer or something of that nature. Scroll down and you'll be able to see the asset owners. Okay, they're going to be under collections. Okay, like a collection of our asset owners. So you're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to pull up the asset owner's vehicle. You'll be able to see the different vehicles that we have on the Easy Lease by the asset owners, as you all can see here. Now, remember, these are just examples. And it's going to tell you that, like, this asset owner here, this is a Peterbilt. That's a Peterbilt, and tells you what the lease price is, a Kenworth, whatever the case may be. Now, you can either go here to click on each asset owner to see what vehicles they have available for lease. Like if you click here where it says asset owner Angela, it'll take you over and it'll show you what Angela has to lease. It's also going to show you the non-refundable fees up front, okay? Like Easy Lease deposit, okay? And the Easy Lease acquisition fee. These are going to have to be paid before you can pick up this vehicle, okay? And you've got to pay the Easy Lease, you prepay that each week, okay? This person wants $1,500 per week for their nice little Peterbilt there, or Kenworth, I'm sorry. Now, so on here, these two are going to be on every asset owner, okay? And then it's going to have a, whatever their vehicle is, okay? So you know that this is what Angela has in this example, what Angela has. If you click on the Easy Lease deposit, it'll tell you what that is, okay? It tells you what that is. Easy Lease deposit, SKU number 1,500. It's a one-time purchase. The asset deposit. If you think that you're going to be leasing your vehicle at least for 1 year, at least for a year or more, if you think you're going to be continue doing it, you can click this right here. Asset deposit, it will auto renew each year because you have to pay a deposit each year. Each year you got to pay that deposit. If you know it's going to be a short-term lease, less than a year, if you're doing it week to week, less than a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever, just click the one-time purchase for the for the deposit. Okay, so we give you that option. All right, a one-time non-refundable required fee to be paid at the beginning of the Easy Lease that is paid to the asset owner to offset costs associated with the nature of our Easy Lease. What is an Easy Lease? Easy Lease is a hybrid of a conventional commercial truck lease and a commercial truck rental. Fees not associated with Easy Lease. Our Easy Lease features 90% less fees and associated costs such as gross capitalized cost reduction, net cap cost, and adjusted cap cost, residual value, the end of term cost, depreciation, and any amortized amounts, and disposition fee or disposal fees. Right here is where the Easy Lease agreement would be. Easy Lease agreement terms, a link to RBBS Transport LLC Easy Lease agreement will be provided here with every asset. So you'll be able to click on this. People will be able to click on this and pull up the agreement, the legal agreement, which is going to be a little bit longer. I haven't finished doing it yet, but I'm working on that one through my Rocket Lawyer account. I'm putting together. I'm drafting that lease agreement right now. So once that's drafted, you better click on that, and they'll be able to pull up that file, and you all will be able to review that Easy Lease agreement. You will be able to choose to click subscribe here, and when you subscribe, you can do a one-time add to cart, or you can subscribe to the yearly the asset renewal if you already know that you're doing this long term, because you can go ahead and do that too. So even though Easy Lease is like a hybrid between a regular lease and a rental, we still give you the option of not locking into a long-term lease, but you'll still be able to cancel your lease anytime you want to and not pay any penalties for canceling. But to make it easier and more convenient, if you know you're setting this up for long term, or if you're going to be leasing this truck for at least a year or two, then go ahead and click that that yearly auto the yearly thing for the deposit, because each year you're gonna have to do a deposit, because they've got to, because Easy Lease is not set up to be more than a year. Okay, it's not set up to be more than a year. Okay, the other thing that we have is the Easy Lease acquisition fee. Okay, it tells you what this is for. It's $1,500. It gives you a SKU number. Lease acquisition fee is charged to cover the administrative and overhead expenses incurred in the initial creating and yearly renewal of the lease. Payment frequency: the Easy Lease acquisition fee is owed upfront and separately, rather than including it in the weekly lease amount, since this fee is only charged at the beginning of each new lease and or at yearly renewals. Now, let me explain that beginning of each new lease. Let's say you do a short-term lease with us, or you come on and you do Easy Lease. And then let's say you turn your, let's say you lease it for 6 weeks. And then you say, okay, well, I'm ready to get my own truck. And you turn it in. You turn that Easy Lease back in. All right. So now that lease contract is now done, because it's you dropped it off, you turned it back in. Let's say you're running your own trucking company, but you get you get a big account where you need more trucks, right? And you don't have the money to go out and buy more trucks. But let's say you want to come back to Easy Lease and lease 2 or 3 more trucks. Guess what? When you come back, because you ended your Easy Lease, you terminated your first, your initial Easy Lease. When you come back, you've got to pay another acquisition fee and another deposit. Okay, that's just how it is. That's why it says at the beginning of each Easy Lease. Okay, the Easy Lease acquisition fee is owed upfront and separately, rather than including it in the weekly lease amount, since the fee is only charged at the beginning of each new lease and or at yearly renewals. Okay, asset acquisition fee refund policy: all administrative charges or fees are non-refundable, including your deposits. Okay, that's because once that goes to the owner, that deposit goes to the asset owners. Okay, they've got to get that truck ready for you. Either clean it, fill up with fuel, or whatever. Because when you go to pick up the truck, they're gonna have it clean. They're gonna have it filled up with fuel. It's gonna be ready. Okay, so they got to get the truck ready for you. Okay, so that's money that you're not gonna get back if you're leasing. Okay, you don't get that deposit back. That deposit is for them to get their truck ready. Okay, our administrative fees is for us, to pay whoever we gotta pay to get all this stuff done and set up the Easy Lease. And we got interns. We're gonna have agents that are gonna be working for us too. Once we get everything up and going, we're gonna be premiering our new Easy Lease agent program, where we're going to be hiring agents. And so we'll be bringing that to you all a little bit later on. Refund policy: all administrative charges or fees are non-refundable. Expense charged to cover costs associated with opening, maintaining, charging, and terminating a lease. Administrative charges are also defined upfront when clients first sign up for and or renews yearly. Okay, lease agreement terms. Also, you'll be able to click on here and click on to pull up the lease agreement terms. Okay, and then of course, this person has a truck that they're leasing out. So this is where you'll be able to find, the vehicle, the pictures of the vehicle, and things like that. You'll be able to find the vehicle, picture of the vehicle, and it tells you what the vehicle is. Have a SKU number for it. This one particularly is going to be a Kenworth. The truck, and then the asset owner can put their descriptions in here. Tell a little bit about their truck. This truck is a workhorse. and is in great shape, as well as a beauty to look at. All maintenance records, repairs, and modifications provided upon request. This truck will get the job done. Asset details. I'm an asset detail. Now, these are just example. I'm an asset detail. I'm a great place to add more information about your assets, such as year, make, model, mileage, maintenance records, etc. This is also a great place to write what makes this truck / asset special and how an easy lease operator can benefit from easy leasing this asset. Easy lease termination and asset return policy. I'm an easy lease termination and asset return policy. I'm a great place to let your lease operator know what to do when they are ready to terminate their easy lease. Having a straightforward policy on how to return the asset to the asset owner is a great way to protect your asset, build trust, and ensure your customers that they can easily lease again or refer others with confidence. Okay, taking possession of your easy lease. I'm a take possession pickup policy. I'm a great place to add more information about your pickup instructions. It will it be in person, or will a recovery agent be dispatched and cost? Okay, now you know that because asset owners will have the option of having the easy lease, the easy leaseor or easy leasee, easy leasee to pick up the truck in person. You all can arrange a pre-designated place to go pick it up, or if you have a shop, or if you want to have them to pick it up at your home, whatever you want to do, you all can arrange that. Okay, and this is where you're going to put this where the asset owners are going to have their instructions right in here. Okay, if they want to hire, if they want to contract a recovery agent, we will have recovery agents who are partnered with us on the site, where you all can click on them and call them up or make an appointment with them to have that truck picked up. They will charge a fee. They will charge a fee if you want to. Now, that fee is not going to be charged to the asset owner. That fee is charged to the leaseor. Okay, if you all want to, if you want to know, if the leaseor says that, well, I'm not going to be able to pick it up myself, but I want to arrange to have someone come pick it up, then you, the asset owner, can then go to the recovery agent with an area and get them done, and get them connected with the person who's going to lease the vehicle, and then they can arrange to have it picked up. Okay, but that fee is going to be charged to the person who is leasing that vehicle. Okay, so that's not charged to the asset owner, but that's charged to the person who is going to be leasing the vehicle. Okay, with pickup instructions on dispatch and cost, or recovery agent dispatch and cost, providing straightforward information. Providing straightforward information about your pickup possession policy is a great way to build trust and reassure your customers that they can easily lease from you with confidence. Now, those pickup agents can also be contracted to go and pick your vehicle up and bring it back to the asset owner. Okay, so if you are a leaser and you want to terminate your lease, you'll be able to, we'll be able to have those pickup people who can go and pick your vehicle up and bring it back to you. So there you go. All right. But anyway, this is on the leased vehicle itself, and then of course this tells you that this color is black on this on this one, and then you're gonna your easy lease right here, easy lease. Click that weekly auto renew. This is the subscription. You're gonna subscribe to it. You subscribe. This has a weekly auto subscription. Bam. And once you decide to that subscription, then you'll pay the $1,500 when you pick the vehicle up, and then every week you'll be an invoice will be automatically, that $1,500 will be automatically charged to your credit card. We are not doing these, well, we'll pay you as we go. No. You can pay as you go, but it's got to be set up through a automatic subscription pay. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're not going to put these people's their assets out there and they're not knowing if they're going to get paid. So one of the things that you're going to have to do with Easy Lease, you're going to have a credit or a debit card. No cash payments for Easy Lease. No. You got to have a credit or a debit card. And it's going to be set up on a reoccurring weekly. Now, if you terminate, your subscription terminates, so it doesn't charge your card. But when you sign up to do an Easy Lease, when you sign up to lease a vehicle from one of our asset owners, when you put your credit card on file, when you subscribe, you put your credit card on file, you are going to have to put in your information, and you're going to have to click where it says save my card for auto pay. It's not going to be an option. If we get the order and you don't have save my card for auto pay click, you're not going to be able to pick that vehicle up. You're not going to be able to pick it up until we get that on the save for auto pay. Okay? Because with that, it's just going to automatically bill your card at the end of every week. Now, if you're the type of person who wants to pay monthly for your Easy Lease, you know you're going to pay monthly, we are looking at that, but here's the problem we don't want to run into. We don't want to have people to sign up for a monthly Easy Lease, and then after they go 2 weeks, they decide they want to cancel. Then we got to go through, refunds and all. That's why we don't have that on there yet. Now, if we decide to do monthly, your deposit is not your deposit. Your deposit is going to be increased to cover that monthly fee, or you're going to have to agree to pay a full month. If you sign up for a month, you have to agree to pay it. You have to agree to pay that month. You have to agree to at least 1 month. That first month is it's non-refundable. Non-refundable. The same thing it is here. If you pay for a weekly Easy Lease, you pick the lease up, and then 2 days later you decide, well, I don't make enough money, I want to turn it back in. No, you still pay that whole week. You still pay the whole week. So you might as well keep it and run it for the whole week and make money. Okay? That's how it is. Same thing if you sign for a monthly, you're going to pay that whole month. If you decide you want to do a monthly lease, you're going to pay that whole month. No part of that monthly lease is going to be refunded. Okay? Because that's money that's going to that asset owner. We don't want our asset owners to have any chargebacks or have any people come back. Well, no. It doesn't work that way. If you pay for a month, you pay for a month. If you pay for the week, you pay for the week. There are no daily fees. That's why it's called the Easy Lease. If you want to do something day by day, go rent from Penske. Go rent a truck at $300 to $500 per day. Okay, that's what that's for. That's why this is a hybrid between the two. Okay, long-term lease, that's great, but we're for those people that want to be in between. They don't want to pay the high prices of either of those, but want to be in between those. That's where Easy Lease comes in at. All right, let me check with my people on YouTube real quick. See what feedback we got so far. Perfect. Thank you. So how y'all liking this so far? I'm working the web. This is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day is finishing up this website. Where we're here. All right. So that's where we're at so far. All right. Taking possession. Okay, we got that Easy Lease termination policy, that type of stuff. This and that. All right. So then you can come back in. You can go back over to browse. If you want to, and you can browse. All of our. All of the asset owners. They're going to be listed here on the left. All the asset owners. Going to be listed here. Here on the left. You're going to have pictures of the trucks and equipment that's ready. That's right here in the shopping area for you to go through, and you can pull it up. And things like that. If you click on one of the trucks, right, it tells you that this truck is a Volvo VNL 760. The price is $1,500. Blah, same. Got the details in. They put the details in. Things like that. Browse the assets again. You got somebody that's got a truck and a trailer. Here's one with a truck and a trailer. This bad boy right here is a Peterbilt. They want $1,700, and this includes truck and trailer. Okay, this would include the truck and trailer. Okay, they want this. That's a truck and trailer lease. Okay, then they got So, but this is what the site is looking like so far, and so I hope y'all liking it. You know, hope y'all are liking it. Somebody here, click on one of the asset owners, Mary. Mary has that truck right there, and of course, that's what Mary wants. You click on see what Andrew has. Andrew has that truck right there. You know what Jerry has. Jerry has that Volvo. You know, and so forth and so forth and so on and so on and so on. And then we have the asset owners. Their featured asset owners will be here. I'm working on a way to add a members page where anyone can go and can pull up all the asset owners and be able to see who the asset owners are. If and we have a feature, I'm working on creating an asset owners page. It'll be a page where you can go and and kind of browse the asset owners if you want to. But I have to check to make sure if that's going to be okay with the asset owners. We can do a feature page. I like the feature page because that means each week we have a different set of asset owners that are featured, or each month we feature a different set of asset owners. Okay. All right. You have your browse your assets. You got your more button here. Available lease inventory. You'll be able to click on that and be able to pull up all the inventory. You'll be able to pull up all the inventory. Tractors with trailers. You can pull them all up. You'll be able to pull up tractors only. Okay. Your make, model, inset, asset, that type of stuff. You'll be able to pull up box trucks. The inventory and whatnot. You also should be. We're also going to work on. We have a contact page, of course. We're going to have a testimony page, which that's not ready yet because we don't have the testimonies yet. And we're going to have featured. I'm asset owners like Cindy. Example like an asset owner. You be able to click on the asset owners and be able to pull them up and learn more about that that asset owner and things like that if you want to. I'm not definitely sure about this yet. That'll be up to the asset owners if they want to have a featured spot to have, because you may not want everybody knowing who you are. Okay, I mean, you just may not want everybody knowing who you are, which if they're going to lease a truck, they're going to have to arrange for pickup and stuff, so they're going to have some contact with you anyway. We're going to have to make arrangements for them to pick the vehicle up, either at a designated spot that's designated by the two of you, or either they're going to have someone come pick it up and recover it, and then pick it up, drop it off, that type of stuff. So, but Easy Lease will make all those arrangements to have your to have your truck picked up and have it dropped back off and that stuff like that. So, I hope y'all are liking this. I hope y'all are liking this because I think this is going to be huge. I really think this is going to be something huge. Now, I'm also going to be working on an app that you can do this in app form, make it real simple, real easy to use. The app is going to be called straightforward Easy Lease, the Easy Lease app. So it's going to be called the Easy Lease app. All right. So y'all get ready for that name, Easy Lease, because it's going to be something big, But anyway, I hope y'all are liking this. I hope y'all are liking this. I hope y'all are liking this. Sandra Pleasure says, the website looks great, Calvin. Thank you. I've been working on it I've been getting very, very little sleep. Very little sleep. So I'm gonna, after I get this finished, I'm probably gonna take a couple of days off and just sleep. But until I get it done, I'm not gonna be sleeping very much. I got about I stayed up all night, all yesterday, and all night. I took a break, went and got me something to eat, came back, working on different stuff, ideas to what this that. So to summarize, the Easy Lease is going to be a way for asset owners, people who own trucks, people who want to pick up, who want to get approved to buy trucks through lines of credit. So what we're going to be doing as a company, we are going to be, as a company, we are going to be, let me stop my share here. As a company, what we are going to be doing is we're setting up a private owners network, network to have people to lease their trucks. Okay, like Turo does for regular people with cars and trucks and stuff. You can put your car or truck on Turo. I was thinking about putting one of a couple of our cars, because we have like 5 cars. I was thinking about putting at least 3 of them on Turo. The Cadillac, the convertible, and maybe the Jaguar. Okay. I was thinking about putting the Jaguar, the Cadillac, and the convertible on Turo. And just to see how it works and have people come out and then they drive them and then they make you create like a little private fleet of rentals like that. So that's what Easy Lease is. Basically, that's what Easy Lease is. You'll be able to put your truck in your commercial vehicle, box truck, semi truck with trailer, and we're going to be developing just a trailer lease program too. We're going to be developing a trailer lease program where people can, arrange to, lease your vehicle, pick it up, go out there, make some money, have your vehicle brought back to you, or turn the vehicle back in, and make it easy. That's why it's called Easy Lease. We want to make it very easy to lease, easy to pick up, easy to drop off, easy to make the payments, easy to make money, easy lease. Okay, that's why it's called easy. All right, we want to do it that way. We want to have it very, very, very convenient and very, very, very easy. And it's a great way for you as asset owners to make quiet money. Because we're going to show you how to scale this and build this by having a department within our company that gets you all line of credit worthy. So we're going to be working, our financial department is going to be working with you all to get you all line of credit worthy. Get your websites completed, get all that stuff up done, get your YouTube, put up all your channels and stuff so you have that presence online. So when that bank or that financial institution, loan officer, he's looking at your stuff, he asks you, what's your business name? And he put in your business name, and bam, they get a flood of stuff that comes up. You don't want to put in a business name, okay, nothing. Don't nobody know this. Don't nobody know you but you and your mama. You ain't gonna get no loan that way. You're not gonna get a loan that way. What you want to be able to do is you want to be able to have them to go in and then basically put in like RBBS transport before they even get through typing. Look at that, RBBS Transport LLC. Okay, let me pull that up. Search Google for them. Woo! Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. All right. So somebody knows RBBS Transport other than you and your mama. Okay. RBBS Transport is out there. It's known. Okay. This is a legitimate company. They're out there. RBBS Transport Home, RBBS Transport, National Dispatchers Network, RBBS Transport LLC. Get quotes on transport on UShip, RBBS Transport Dispatchers Network on Facebook, RBBS Transport LLC on LinkedIn, RBBS Transport employee reviews on Indeed, RBBS Transport Earn While You Learn, RBBS Transport LLC US DOT number, RBBS Transport LLC on Twitter, RBBS Transport LLC in Tallahassee, Florida, container company, whatever the hell that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know how we even get there, but we're there. Okay, but we're there. This is what you want them to be able to do, is go ahead and pull up, and not just one page. You want them to keep on going. RBBS Transport, appointments, learning center appointments, RBBS Transport LLC, Tallahassee, Florida, in the yellow place business directory, Transport LLC, Leon County companies. Whoo, detailed business profile, RBBS Transport LLC, Florida. You want them to be able to just keep on safer web, snapshot, RBBS Transport formats, RBBS Transport onboarding. This is what you want them to be able to do. Come on here and just look at this stuff. Look, even Landstar has something on us. Become your own boss. I mean, come on, man. Well, no, that's an ad. I take it back. That's an ad. That's not us. That's an ad. That's ads that are attached to our name for some reason. But then you just keep going. We're on Glassdoor, our US MC number, DOT, RBBS Transport. overview, new and competitors. Look at this. I don't know how we even get on this. What's this? Zoominfo.com. People are doing articles about us, and I haven't talked to anybody about it in the articles, but people are looking up we are so out there that we get different companies that are featuring us, and this is how you want to be. We're gonna show you how to get your company recognized and put out there like this. I didn't know who this Zoom Info is. I don't know. Show more popular searches, RBBS transport, dispatches. I guess you get on that when you become popular in the search engine or something, I guess. PlaceDigger.com. I don't know how we get on there either. Cargo and freight company, PlaceDigger.com. Owner, operators, and carriers, RBBS transport can pay you the same day. I don't know I don't even know how we even get on these things. But this comes from us actively putting ourselves out there and doing things the right way consistently over time. And we're going to be showing you all how to do this stuff. Our EIN number is posted. Look at that right there. Bam. EIN number. RBS Transport Freight Brokerage Division. Talk about our freight brokerage division back when we were freight brokers. RBS Transport LLC. On HIPAA space. I don't even know what that is. On Sunbiz. So that's how you want to be, when you're trying to get approved for these things. Okay. Trying to get approved for these things. So this is how we're going to be working with you all to get you all ready to be line of credit worthy. So when you're sitting down in front of that loan officer, he said, okay, well, what's your business name, Ms. Ryan Fell? Okay, pull it up. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. That's okay. All right. Now let's move on. You see what I'm saying? You're setting yourself up to get approved. You're setting yourself up to get approved. And we're going to be showing you all how to get you all sales, get your business positioned in a way, and the things that need to be done to make sure you get on these sites, make sure you have a presence on Google. And the other thing I'm going to ask you, what's your email address? Your contact information. If you're giving them just a regular old 850 to your cell phone number, you consider to watch his body language. Okay. Is that your cell phone? They ask that question. Really, it's condescending, but they ask it, so is that your cell phone? Okay, so do you use that for a business phone too? You see that they're asking, but they're really telling you they don't even have a business phone. They got just a regular old cell phone. Okay. You want to be able to give what's your contact information? Well, my email address is Sandra Pleasure at pleasurelogistics.com. Pleasure Logistics, logistics .org, .net, .biz. You not Sandra at Yahoo, Sandra at Google, at Gmail, Sandra at, you don't want that. You don't want that. You want them to be, what you got? Training at drbbsllc.org. Calvin.butler at drbbsllc.com. C. Butler at rbbstransport.com. Calvin.butler at nocheapfreight.com. That type of thing. You want to have those domain email addresses to let them know that you are a real player. You for real. What's your contact number? Well, my toll-free number is 866-973-6445, extension 1 or extension 2. No, not you can reach me at my cell phone. My number is 850. Okay. So you don't have a business phone? Watch how they ask you this stuff. So you don't have a business phone? And in their mind, they ain't got no business phone. They got a regular old cell phone number. They ain't getting no money from me. That's what they're thinking in their head. They ain't gonna say that out loud, but you can see it all over their body language and their facial expression as you're telling them this stuff. Now, if you're telling them, yes, my contact number is 866-973-6445, extension 1, you're like, okay, great. Watch their body language. Great. Okay. Do you have any other contact information where you can contact me at my cell phone number, but that's not necessary. If you want it, and I give it to you. Okay. Well, yeah, we like to have it to include enough. See, now you get these body language indication that they getting ready to give you some money. They getting ready to offer you some money because everything is set up right. They done looked up your business more than you and your mama know you. They see that you got a domain email address. They see you got, a toll-free business line. When they ask you, does your company have a website? You give them the website, and they pull up that website, and they go, bam, woo. Okay, you got a website. You see what I'm saying? This is what you want. This is what you want. When they ask you for your EIN number, you just put it out there. And look to see if you register with your state. It's out there. When they Google, they can pull up everything they want to pull up, about you and your business. We're also going to be helping you all to get trade lines, show y'all how to get trade lines, especially those of you who are dispatching, how you can get your, how you're going to be able to show your revenue and show your trade lines and things like that. We're also going to be, since we are a network, guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be networking with each other to provide each other with what? Reference letters. Yes, letters of references. We're going to be asking that everybody who is joining our platform is going to be, we're going to ask you all to give some type of, be available to give references for each other. Okay. All this stuff, this is how you get approved for these lines of credit and these business loans and things like that, which is where our financial department is going to be working with you all to get you all ready, credit worthy, get you all line of credit worthy, get you all business loan credit, worthy, and all this stuff to get you all these, get you the money that you need to go out and buy these assets. And when you buy these assets on lines of credit, you don't even start paying a payment on your business credit card until you go out and use it to purchase your first asset. And then, only then, you're only paying on the amount of money that you have charged. So your line of credit payment, okay, you can look it up. Average line of credit payment. Depending on what it is, if it's a business line of credit or whatever this and that. And these are small lines of credit. When you think about average line of credit, there's the average credit card credit limit was $30,000 in 2020. That's the average credit card limit. That's on that. I'm looking for business lines of credit. I should have said that. Average business line of credit. All right. That's what the payments are. So like I said, required minimum $100,000. Annual revenue. Some places require that. Some people don't. $250,000 business line of credit requires $25K monthly revenue. Make $500K annually. These are some of the things. These are some of the ads that are out there. Now there are business lines of credit you can get that does not require these large and I'm connected with those business lines of credit that, like, here's one right here. What is a business line of credit? To insured. These are unsecured business lines of credit from $5,000 to $100,000. Prime rate 1.75%, up to 9.75%, up to 5 years, depending on loan type. Okay, depending on loan type. The type of lines of credit that I'm going to be helping you all to get ready to get approved for are going to be lines of credit anywhere from 100 on business lines, anywhere from $60, $100 to $225, $250,000. And it's basically going to be a business credit card. It's basically going to be a business credit card where you only pay on the amount of money that you have used, okay? And you can pay interest only. Maybe that's the question. Should I have interest only payment for business line of credit? Interest only. Oh, business line of credit. Interest only. Trying to see who lists the 10K to $1 million. Business line of credit, 10K to $1 million. Next day funded. Set up your business for success. Competitive rates. Next day funding. View your offers. These are just ads. But there's a lot of places out there that, lines of credit. Yeah, like I said, you can get plenty of money out. There's plenty of money out there to do on lines of credit. Business lines of credit, U.S. Bank. What is a line of credit and how does it work? Things like this. This is Bank of America just kind of laying it out for you, what a line of credit is. If you all want to visit some of this stuff and take a look at it, understanding unsecured lines of credit, what's required to obtain small business lines of credit, other advantages, things like that. So all these things are out there. And plus I am also, in case y'all didn't know, I am a David Allen. I'm a David Allen Capital representative. Okay, I'm an agent with David Allen Capital. Okay, yes, I am. In case y'all didn't know that, I'm a resident. I'm a with David Allen Capital, which I can help people apply today for up to $2 million this week. Okay, so even a company that I would say work with, because I don't work for them, I work with them. I'm an agent with David Allen Capital. Even through the company that I'm associated with, we can help you get lines of credit and things like that. Simple and fast, small business focus, things like that. So we can help you all get these, lines of credit and stuff like that too. Okay. So there's a line of credit right there. When the banks can't help, we can. Revolving lines of credit from $5,000 to $100,000. Okay, so we'll be able to help y'all get lines of credit. Simple and fast. Receive a decision in 1 to 2 business days. Requiring only a soft credit pool as low as 550 credit score. Okay, now I know I told y'all with 700 score, you have a much better chance, but through my association with David Allen Capital, I have other means to help those that don't have great credit too. For fueling your business growth, we specialize in small business and want to secure you a line of credit to help fuel your business. Better fee structure, simple to understand, draw fees and balance fees with 0 penalties and big savings for early payoff. So over the years, I've been putting things in place that have led to what we're doing now that is going to be perfect to help us to do what we need to do. Okay. And so you all can feel confident that once we get this jumped off, it's going to be great. Okay. It is going to be great. All right. All right, everybody. I'm getting ready to sign off for the day, but let me go through some of our stuff that we got on here. Some people are saying, Calvin, this is a great program. Thank you, Stacy. I'm working very hard on putting this together and making sure that it is successful for all of us. It will allow all of us to benefit from it. Even all the way from the person that's looking to lease a truck or needs a truck, but don't have the money to go out and buy a truck, don't have the credit to buy a truck, don't want to get involved in these company lease programs where they're taking 25 to 30% of your money, and you still got a lease payment on top of that. You got all these different fees. I knew there had to be a simple, way to do this, to simplify it and make it affordable. I mean, you can go rent a truck, but then you got $300 to $500 a day. That's just crazy. I saw a Penske truck yesterday afternoon when I was going to get something to eat, and the guy was trucking trailer, and I just stopped and asked him. I said, "You get that from Penske?" He goes, "Yeah, I rented it for a week." I said, "What does that cost you?" He said, "Man, I'm paying $425 a day for this truck and trailer." I was like, oh shoot, 425 a day. You do that times 7 days, that's $2,975 a week. And I know Penske, they charge up to $500 a day. So you do that times 7 days, that's $3,500 a week. So I knew there had to be something in between renting and buying and leasing, and that's where the easy lease come in. So that's what I put together. I put together a hybrid that kind of focuses on that in between slot. If you don't want to do long term, this is perfect. If you want to do long term, you can do this too. A year, it renews every year. You can renew it, yearly, or you can renew it, or if you just want to do weekly, no long term commitment. Sign up, pick the truck up, drop the truck back off, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 weeks, 6 months. If you go up to a year, then we have to renew, which means you got to do another deposit, another acquisition fee, and that type of thing. So it just renews. Then you do that yearly because you can't run them longer than a year and call it they call it short term. If we run longer than a year, then we got to be a leasing company, a big leasing company. That's why we have the renewal every year. If you run it up to a year, then we just do your renew, and you renew and you just run it for another year. Just keep it. I'll keep it for however long you want to keep it. Keep it a year and a week, a year and 2 weeks, a year and 3 weeks, or whatever. But if you have at least that asset for at least 12 months, then you have to, at the end of that 12th month, you got to do a renew. Okay, to keep us out of that long-term or regular leasing company type of category. We're the in between. We're not a rental, but you can almost treat it like a rental. But it's got to be for at least 1 week. We can't do daily rentals like the rental people do because we're not rentals. So we got to be more than a day. So that's why we do the week. Okay, we're not long-term, so we can't do more than a year. So we do a year, and then you have to renew. Okay, so we keep that in between mark, and that's where we are. We are falling in between that mark to service the part of the industry that needs what we have to offer, and there's a big need for this. A big need for this. Okay, I can imagine now that we're gonna have a lot of people signing on, wanting to reserve the assets. So the asset owners stand to make a lot of money, a lot of money. On top of which, we're going to be showing you all how to increase your assets. We're going to be working with y'all, getting you all ready to show you all how you can increase your assets on lines of credit without having to spend a whole bunch of money out there to acquire your assets, and just do it on lines of credit. All right. So we got people, and see what the people are saying. Looking forward to the live launch. Thank you. That's from It's Pleasure. Station Renfield says, fire, 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 fire. Calvin, this is a great program. Boogie's Wasted Talent is great platform. Turo is great. Yeah, Turo is great. And we're looking to make Easylease platform as great as Turo is when it comes to commercial trucks. Larissa Adams says, awesome. Station Renfield getting strong. The website looks great. Simply Erica, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Station Renfield, awesome, 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 awesome. Emery Juarez, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Damien Panomarv, thank you for joining us. Sun Times, hey everybody. Sandra, I'm just acknowledging everybody. David Fletcher, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Tracy Mahan, thank you for joining us. Deborah Spencer, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Michelle Nouveau from at Nouveau Express, thank you as always. Good morning. Lisa Goggins, good morning. Larissa Adams, good morning. All right, everybody. Look, that's gonna about do it. Today was an abbreviated version of the load board report. Because I need to get this stuff about this lease out. The website should be live by the end of the day. I'm gonna try and have it ready by the end of the day. By 6, 7 o'clock, hopefully I can have it completely ready and ready to go live for you all to be able to come on. At least, well, hopefully by tomorrow. The goal is to put out the email notices that the site is live. By tomorrow morning, I want to be able to put out the email notice that the site is live, and you all can now come on and create your profiles, load up your profiles, and once your profiles get loaded up, then we will begin matching those asset owners with owner operators who want to lease their assets. We'll begin doing that matching process so we can get you all immediately with some income, ready to start going, get it going, and so y'all can see how this thing is really working for you. And it's very simple, very easy, easy lease. So get it out there going, get it going very easily. And then after we get that, then after we match those people, then we're gonna begin working with everyone who does not have an asset, working with those companies that want to make sure to see if you all are line of credit worthy. We're gonna evaluate companies, and we're gonna evaluate you all as individuals to see if you're line of credit worthy. Those who have 700 scores or better, we're gonna go ahead and get you lined up for some lines of credit, so we can go ahead and get you jumped off and get you some assets, so we can go ahead and get you jumped off into the Easy Lease program. Those of you who are not, who doesn't have great credit, we're gonna try and run you all through. We're gonna run you all through our David Allen Capital to see what they can get approved for you. They may only be able to get you, $60,000, line of credit, but that's enough to get you a good used truck, or maybe 2 good used trucks. Even if they only get you $35,000, we'll go out and find you a good used truck, and get you jumped off, get you started. Okay, so we're gonna be working to get you all those lines of credit, and we'll be working to get you all ready to get even higher lines of credit, to get you all line of credit worthy to get higher lines of credit. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I'm gonna go in and get me a little quick workout. If y'all haven't noticed, I've been losing some weight. I'm trying to get my on. I'm trying to get my muscle back on. I'm trying to get I'm trying to lean up. So I've been working hard, trying to lose this weight. Eating right, not eating nearly as much. Eating right. I've been exercising, walking the dogs every day. And that's exercise. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. 4 dogs. I got 4 dogs. I got 2 pits, 2 white blue nose pits, and I can't walk them together because they hate each other. So I have to walk them separately. And I got black hound and lab mix. And she has 3 legs, but she gets around faster than any other. And I have to work to keep up with her. And I got a little brown chihuahua. He runs the whole group, a little brown chihuahua. So I usually walk the oldest white pit and the chihuahua together, and I walk the black hound lab mix with the younger white pit, because they seem to be a couple. They don't do nothing without each other. It's a boy and girl. The pit is a boy, the girl is the hound mixed lab, and they are 2 peas apart. They don't do anything separately. So I walk them together, then I walk the pit and the chihuahua together. So I have to do 2 walking sessions every day. I walk the first set, then I walk the second set. So that's my cardio. Okay, that's my cardio. And I got my my bands, my weight, my resistance bands. I put them in the doors, and those things give you a full. They give you a full body. They give you a full workout. They really do. And I got weights downstairs and a easy stair climber and the treadmill and thing downstairs too. So, but I'm trying to get off this weight, lose this weight, because I want to be around for a long time. I got a lot of things I want to do. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all. I thank you all so very much. Thank you all for joining me this morning for the load board report. It was an abbreviated version of the load board report, and we had to bring you all some information on our new lease program, the Easy Lease. Look forward. The RBBS Transport LLC Easy Lease, or you can call it RBBS Easy Lease. We're going to have several domain names that we're going to have. One is going to be easylease.com or easylease.org or something like that. The other one is going to be for lease by owner, trucks for lease by owner.com or trucks for lease by owner, whatever. Or I may just put in there trucks for easy lease .com, by owner.com or something like that. It's going to be something like that. And then of course You know, of course, you'll be able to go to the main one, which is RBBSTransportLLC.com and things of that nature too. So, but it's not ready yet. So do not go and create your memberships yet. Okay, not yet. We will make an announcement. We will release it all over the place. We will send out mass emails. It'll be on all the social media sites. I will come on YouTube and do a launch party, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so don't go and try and sign up on the website yet. Hopefully by tomorrow, I'll be able to tell you all, let's have a lunch party. And I'm probably gonna have a lunch party this weekend or something like that. And a big, big production thing that we're gonna do on we're gonna be live on YouTube, live on Facebook, trying to do a live on LinkedIn, live on Twitter. We're gonna be live everywhere, Instagram. We're gonna try to do it all over the place. I'm gonna be doing a lot of Facebook promotions, paid promotions. So you'll start seeing the ad all over the place on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. You'll start seeing the ads all over the place. We're gonna do a live promotion. I think I've got about $4 or $5 grand that I'm gonna put towards paid promotions, and you can do a lot of social media promoting with $5 grand. I'm telling y'all right now. So I'm putting some money behind this to get it blasted out everywhere, because we want to have. The goal is to have, and we're doing a very, very short term goal. And let me show y'all here what I'm talking about. The goal is to have, y'all hold on 1 second. Our goal is to have 250 leases out each quarter. Okay, or at least, I at least want to have, and this is a very, 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 very modest, very, very, very conservative, very conservative. Okay, I want to have at least every quarter. We want to bring on 250 every 250 members every quarter. That's a combination of people who want to lease, combination of people who have assets, things of this nature. By year's term, I want to be able to lease at least 250 assets per year, starting out. Okay, that's getting you all ready for your asset. That's a very, 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 very conservative, very conservative. Okay, if we've got 250 assets leased out by the end of the year, and the average lease is, $1,500 per week. That's times 1,500. That'll give us $375,000 of revenue each week. Okay, of money that's coming. I'm gonna show y'all why this is important. Okay, that'll give us that much of revenue weekly. Okay, as far as transactions, not revenue, but that'll give us that much transactions, transactional revenue each week. Now, with that being said, our cut is only 20%. That's our cut. It's 20%. Of that revenue. The rest goes to the asset owners. Okay, but I'm gonna show y'all how this is going to play out. That times 52 weeks in a year. Very modest. These are very modest and very conservative numbers. That's $19,500,000 per year. Now, the reason why I want to hit those numbers like that, here's the reason why. If we're bringing in $375,000 weekly on revenue, remember, this is all being processed through the RBBS Logistics Understanding invoicing, which means we're going to be collecting with our RBBS transport LLC account through Square, which we do that money, then we're gonna take that money, and that money comes in to our Square account, through our Square banking account. All right. So, and then we are transferring out 80% of that to the various lease, the asset owners, because that's who is fueling all this. Because we're going to be bringing them in, and then we're doing all the processes. And so, but what does that do though? But what does that do? That creates a ledger of weekly revenue through RBBS transport. Now, we then would be able to help you all with acquiring lines of credit. Follow me now. Follow me on this. Because if RBBS transport and you all are signing on with our lease division, right? So you're basically kind of like partnering with us. So we will be able to help you all to acquire lines of credit. Why? Because we will be showing that much money is passing through RBBS LLC every week. Y'all see, are you all seeing the advantage of that? By being able to show that, let's say one of you all decide to go out and you want to get a line of credit, all right? And you want to get a kind of a large line of credit, but you're not able to get it on your own. RBBS could then co-sign with you on that line of credit. Why? Because when the bank looks up, because they're going to look up your revenue stream, which we're going to have your revenue stream because you're doing easy leasing, so your revenue is in there. But our revenue stream, our processing revenue, how much money we're processing through, it's going to look much bigger because we're doing it for the whole set of you all. So when they look and say, okay, well, are you able to get a cosigner? Yeah, I'm able to get a cosigner. Okay, and they contact us, whatever we send our information over, and then they pull us up and they see that we're processing $375,000 a week. What do y'all think the chance of you all getting that approval for that line of credit would be then? You see what I'm saying? And so now we're not going to be able to do this for everybody at the same time, no. But as you all need it, our goal is to get you all qualified by yourself. But there are going to be instances that is going to require or going to be necessary for us to help you all in certain stages, in certain cases, to get you over a hump or get you the money you need to purchase more assets. Because once you do that and you get the more assets, we get them leased out, then you're making money. Seriously. I mean, you're still making money, right? Now, at that time when we are doing those type of deals where we are or co-signing with y'all, or we then, becoming more and more partners, well, because we're already getting what, 20%. If we're helping you get that line of credit, right, and then you go out and then you do such and such and such, and then you get more trucks, and we're gonna help you get more and more trucks. Now, would we be able to access 20% of that line of credit at that point? Yes, because we're co-signers. That line of credit then becomes in both our names, but we're only 20% partners. So 80% of that line of credit is yours, 20% would be ours. These are just things that you all don't see that I've already laid out in my head. I've already laid out the format for how this is going to work now, how it's going to work 6 months from now, how it's going to work 6 to 60 years from now. Okay? Because when you're laying out a business structure, when you're laying out your business, you have to lay it out that way. You have to have these things in place, or you have to have ways of scaling, and you have to have already figured out your path to growth. Okay, so that's what I've done. I've figured out the path to growth. So by doing this, we can ensure our success and ensure our path to growth. Okay, so because once we get this set up and we're doing at least 250 leases per year, that's very modest, very modest. Okay, that's very conservative, very conservative. If we're doing at least 250 leases per year, we're looking at somewhere in $375,000 a week in the revenue. Okay, which is like $19 million plus per year, which means we should not have a problem. Anybody that we co-sign with should not have a problem with getting you your lease. And that helps you and help us, because you get 80% of that line of credit. Let's say we got $375,000 a week. You multiply that times 52 weeks. I mean, shoot, you multiply that. If you divide that by 4 weeks in a, you do that by the month. I'm sorry, do that times 4.33 weeks in a month. That's $1.6 million in monthly deposits into our account. Now we're pushing out 80% of that is going back out to our asset owners, but that money is hitting our account. It's hitting our account, and then we're transferring 80% out. And when you're doing lines of credit, they look at what? Deposits, your monthly deposit. They're not looking at your monthly what's going out. They're looking at your monthly deposits on lines of credit. Have any of you ever gotten or applied for a business loan or a line of credit, or business loans and business lines of credit? If you have, verify that when they look at your bank statements, they're looking for your monthly deposits for the last 6 months, last 3 months monthly deposit. That's what they're looking for. They're always going to look at your last 3 months of deposits, your revenue that runs through your bank. They're not looking at how much you're paying out. They only want to know what you're running through, how much money you have that is coming through your financial institution, through your company. So by setting up the way we are, we will be able to show, with 250 leases per year, we'll be able to show $1.6 million of revenue that passes through our bank each and every month, which is going to guarantee that whoever we co-sign with is going to get approved for what? Your line of credit. And when we do that, not only do you have 80% of that line of credit available to you, but we will also be able to access 20% of that line of credit, because we are your 20% partners. Everyone who signs up with Easy Lease, all asset owners who sign up with Easy Lease, you are paying us 20%. So we essentially become a 20% partner with you. And that'll be in the Easy Lease contract. That'll all be on the website once it's ready for you all to view your terms of service and all that stuff, your terms of your terms of service agreement with Easy Lease and doing things like that. But this is all set up in a way for us to fuel our growth, for everybody to fuel their growth. So if you got 1.6 million, and if you out there are looking to get a $250,000 line of credit, or $250,000 line of credit, we're gonna get that easy. This all ties into why we call it Easy Lease. Easy lease, easy business structure, easy growth, easy. I mean, if this is done right, there is no limit to what we can do as a network. Literally no limit to what we can do as a network. So if you're looking to get that $250,000 line of credit, by the time we get up and going and we get at least 250 leases out per year, we're going to be able to pretty much guarantee that we can help just about anybody who comes into our fold to get those lines of credit, because you're backed by a company, because you'll be backed by a company that has the oomph to make it happen. All right, so we get you approved for that $250,000 line of credit minus 20%, which is what our so we'll be able to access $50,000 line of credit from that $250,000 credit, which will leave you all with $200,000 line of credit to go out and purchase your assets. That's how it's done, people. Okay, this is business. All right, hopefully you all like what you all have heard here today, and hopefully you all will spread the word. Everybody share this video, share it on your social media site, share it. I want everybody to share this at least 5 times, at least 5 different groups, please. Everybody share this in at least 5 different groups. Share it on at least 3 different social media networks. I know if you all on YouTube, y'all got Facebook. If you got Facebook, you got Instagram. If you got Instagram, you got Twitter. If you got Twitter, you probably got LinkedIn. If you got LinkedIn, you probably got something else. You all got at least 2 social media groups that y'all have. Trust me, I know y'all. Y'all got at least 2 social media groups. Okay, I have like 15. So share this in at least 5 groups. Share it in at least 5 groups that you are a member of on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you all have joined at least 5 groups. I know you all have joined at least 5 trucking groups, dispatch firm groups, or business group, or entrepreneur type groups, or how to make money at home groups, or wealth groups, or something. I know you all are members of 5 groups. Share this on at least 5 groups on Facebook. Share this on at least 2 social media sites, Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, Instagram and Snapchat, or whatever it is. Okay, share it. Okay, TikTok. Thank you. Instagram and TikTok. Share it. Share this on at least 2 social media networks and at least 5 groups that you are joined on Facebook. Do that. All right. As always, this is sponsored by the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. If you all want to join our platform on how to book freight from home, you can join us at the RBBS LLC.com. We are the only logistics vocational school that offers guaranteed career placement at the end of the course. You can also join our online platform, which is if you all want to have access to all our tools and resources, training, support on how to make $100,000 a year as a dispatcher. Running your own dispatch firm from home or dispatching freight from home. Our online platform will train you to earn $100K plus from home dispatching freight and provide the online network tools, resources, and training to ensure your success. You will get access to more than 100 load boards, access to more than 140,000 hours of operation training videos, access to more than 19 million direct shippers, access to every registered owner operator in the United States, access to live training, access to our logistics library, access to our network of 2,967 industry professionals. Look, if I was you all, I'd have had me at access to more than 100 load boards. So look, get signed up, people. Our most popular enrollment is just $349.95 plus tax and $39.95 per month to access all your, all the stuff we just talked about, load boards, all that great stuff. So get on it, join us. There is our link right there. If you want to join our platform, go ahead and join our platform, and let's get you on the road to making some money, dispatching freight. And don't forget about our Easy Lease program, which is going to be launching here this week. And I can't wait. I can't wait, baby. All the great things we have coming. Okay, I know that's not the song, but it's my song. All right, now. All right, everybody. On that note, we're going to call it a day because I'm getting really, really silly. Okay. On that note, we're going to call it a day. Look, thank y'all for joining me early this morning. As always, it's always a pleasure. I look forward to seeing y'all back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for the regular version of the Load Board Report. A look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. This has been Calvin Butler with the RBBS Transport LLC and RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the Easy Lease program. Thanks, everybody. Bye.